Sentencing in Trump's new New York trial is now postponed from its original date, July 11th, to September 18th. This is huge. That's after Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg did not oppose the Trump request to delay the sentencing after the Supreme Court ruled on immunity yesterday. Joining us now for his reaction, Will Scharf, attorney for former President Trump. Will, Judge Merchan wrote in his ruling, the matter is adjourned till September 18th for the imposition of the sentence, if it is still necessary, or other proceedings. What do you make of that, those additional sentences? He's looking at the immunity from the Supreme Court and saying, I have to make heads or tails of this? Is he actually confused?
Look, I think we won a massive victory at the U.S. Supreme Court yesterday on this immunity case, and now you're starting to see the dominoes topple in all of these other cases against President Trump. Judge Merchan has a very serious problem on his hands. There were items introduced in evidence in the trial that he supervised that I believe are clearly covered by the Supreme Court's immunity decision. That effectively corrupts that entire trial. It could easily be grounds for a retrial. I think that's why the New York DA's office was so quick to agree to a continuance of the sentencing, and it's why Judge Merchan seems to be deeply worried about the jury verdict that he supervised.
So this means, for one, the RNC is going to go off without a hitch. You can actually script it because you will not have the center of attention in jail. I want you to hear what Norm Eisen said, a big enemy of yours, by the way, a big critic of yours and the former president. This is what he said on CNN today.
We overthrew King George III because we did not want a ruler to have this kind of absolute immunity. And the Supreme Court has now altered that. And we have to be honest that we're facing a major party political candidate who has said he wants to be a dictator on day one. They've just given him a license for dictatorship.
Did that immunity decision create a king and a dictator? Do you want to take that on?
No, of course it didn't. Look, Norm Eisen is like one of those Japanese soldiers that was still fighting in the jungles of the Philippines in the 1960s. He tried to get Trump on the Russia collusion hoax. Then he was involved in the first impeachment. Now I believe he's one of the legal masterminds behind this entire campaign of lawfare. He's just angry that the Supreme Court stood up for the Constitution, for the separation of powers, and for the rule of law, and that they weren't willing to just rubber stamp these insane Jack Smith prosecutions that I believe are just not well founded in the law. So frankly, Norm Eisen can pound sand. I understand that he's disappointed that we won yesterday, but the Supreme Court's decision is deeply rooted in the Constitution and the separation of powers, in core American legal principles. And I, for one, am glad that the Supreme Court was willing to look past all of the politics and just focus on the law and on the Constitution.
We'll see where we go from here. At the very least, we know what we're doing this summer, and that's watching politics, and now we're going to be talking about going to court, and I think that's good for the country. Will Scharf, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.